104.1 KRBE.
All right, parental discretion is advised. Eric, you set this whole thing up. We've got Grace standing by on the line. Good morning, Grace.
Hi.
Hey,
Grace.
Hey, Grace. So who is it you're trying to get revenge on?
I want to get revenge on an idiot named Wendell, who absolutely destroyed a friendship, a good friendship, too.
Now, how do you destroy a friendship?
So we were best friends for like 10 years, me and my girlfriend, and Wendell made a pass at me at a party. I did not give him the time of day. I thought it was weird. He's dating my best friend of 10 years, so I thought it was really weird.
Ouch.
So when I didn't respond to him or give him anything, he told my friend that I came on to him, and she believed him, took his side, and ended our friendship.
No.
That sucks.
Oh yeah, he wanted to get to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
That's the whole playbook.
He did his damage control.
Yeah, damage
But
control.
10 years
Smart
of
guy.
friendship, and she did not believe you. She believed her
Yeah.
boyfriend over you.
Horrible.
Was it the next day that she got the news, or did he tell her
Oh, yeah,
that night?
he told.
I was going up to her to talk to her, and he beat me to it.
Oh, that sucks.
What a slime bug.
Yeah. I instantly hatched a plan to get back at him because, like, he ended a 10-year friendship. So once I started taking the name, I might as well, like, play the game. You know what I mean? I invited him to meet me at a bar, and this was, like, through Instagram DM. At the bar, I gave him my number. So I typed my number onto his phone, but I also loaded something else on his phone, and we can leave it at that.
No.
Nice. So we can get him on here in a second, but I want to go back to your friend real quick. 'Cause
Yeah, I have more questions.
10 years as friendship.
And it just ends. Oh,
I know.
his word over yours.
And how long was your best friend dating Wendell?
Oh, I mean, maybe 6 months. Nothing is worth breaking a friendship like that, but
Right.
also especially when you say 6 months. You know what I mean? Like, then you're just like, come on, really? Like, that's insane.
I'd be mad at her, too, for not believing me.
I definitely am, but I think this also kind of gets back at her, too, because had she trusted her friend of 10 years, I wouldn't have to go through the horror of, like, showing her actually what a bad guy he is.
Yeah, like, have you guys had this issue before with her dating somebody else? Or have you ever had
No.
an issue of you two dating the same guy or having, eyes for the same guy?
No, never. We've never been in something like this. That's why there's no common denominator except this guy. Like, he's just a bad guy, but she's so involved she can't see it.
I'm curious. Eric, you know what's going on. So
yeah.
Wendell's on the line. When she said she loaded something on his phone, what does that mean?
Is that part of the revenge? I'm like, I'm really like.
Let's talk to Wendell then. Let's get it going right now, guys.
All right. He's standing by. He hasn't heard any of this.
He has no idea.
All right. Wendell.
What'd you do?
Wendell, welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show on 104.1 KRBE.
Hello, what's good?
Hey, Wendell. Thanks
Hey,
for taking the
Wendell.
time to talk to us.
Yeah, sure.
But we have somebody on the phone that you might know.
Her name is Grace.
Nice. She telling y'all how much she loves me.
Oh, those were not the words that I would use to describe this situation.
No,
an
not really.
acquaintanceship.
But,
Not really.
enemies?
Grace, why don't you tell Wendell what's going on?
Yeah, definitely not because I love you. I'm here to let
come on, we had
everyone
such a good
know.
time.
Yeah, we didn't. So shush. I am
Okay,
here and
all right.
you're here. I
Lead me
want
on.
everyone to know. Stop talking. I'm speaking.
Okay, chill.
I'm here to let everyone know how you came on to me and wrecked a 10-year friendship. So I have some news for you. You know
Okay.
how I gave you my number the other night?
Yeah, because you want
Yeah.
it.
Because you wanted it?
Oh, man, very confident.
You know what I also wanted? I really wanted this spyware program that I also put on your phone. So let me see. I have access to everything. And I just sent it all to your girlfriend, my ex-best friend.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? With this program, you will have access to photos, text exchange, disturbing images, video footage, email.
You can't take things off my phone.
Oh, yeah, I can. You ruined my
What are you
friendship.
talking about?
Wait, what's going on? You got into his phone and what'd she get, Eric?
She put an app on there that you can, the spyware stuff you can get from certain places.
Hey, Wendell, how close are you to your parents?
Don't do that.
Oh, no.
Don't.
Oh,
No, wait,
oops,
no. If
don't
you're
do
not,
that, too
listen,
late.
let's just chill. Let's just backtrack here, okay? Because clearly you've been coming on to
No.
me, so I don't know what this spyware on my
Oh, you're
phone thing
standing
is.
by that she came on to you.
Yeah,
Well, actually,
yeah. She
I
played
have-
coy at
I-
the party, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, let's go to the bar." You know, I knew she wanted it. Come on.
Oh, my
Well,
God.
now your boss,
They always come
your
back.
mom, your coworkers, your
No, okay,
father.
listen,
Oh,
if
it's
this spyware
interesting.
thing's real, don't you send anything on my phone to my parents, okay?
Oh, I
There's-
already did. I
there's some
sent it
stuff
to
in there
every
they should-
single one of your contacts.
Oh, my God.
And I told her not to send photos.
Wait.
No,
Who's
no, no.
it?
You,
Who's
no,
Hot
my mom and dad
Blonde
can't see the shit that's on my phone.
Who's Hot
No.
Blonde 1? Who's Hot Blonde
No, wait,
2?
listen, unsend it right now.
Oh, I can't unsend anything. I don't have the technology for that. You might want to call.
Oh, but you have the technology to
Steve Jobs
take it?
has,
No, this is
but-
such a violation. You can't go in my phone. That's my personal private property.
Oh, no, you've been violated. That must feel horrible.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Kind of like
What
the
is
end
that-
of a
what is that?
10-year
No.
friendship. You just got a response from your boss. He said, oh, this might be, you might want to take this when we're not on air.
I think that's quite enough.
I wouldn't send any more
I-
people.
No.
I told her not to send any photos because you can't do that stuff.
Oh, my ex-best friend is calling. Oh, but you're on this line. Okay, so you can't answer that right now. I actually have access. I can text her from my phone, and it'll go through yours to get to her.
Okay, I'm just gonna deny all of this. I gotta go do damage control now. I need to hang up.
That's rough. That's got to be tough.
You are a psycho. This is bat crazy. The fact that you are doing this just proves how much you are like crazy about me. You like have to be controlling and look in my phone to see what I think and what I want.
Yeah, Wendell, that's exactly what it proves. It also proves that you've actually been cheating on Sarah for the last 3 months. Oh my God, who's Lauren?
Oh, man.
psycho.
You need
Shut
to
up.
sever that link. Be
Hey,
done with him.
Wendell, Lauren is my mother's name. Good for you.
I think that you should delete the spy app now, and you've had
You
enough
made
fun
your
with
point.
it.
Yeah.
And then you guys should just go your separate ways. And Grace, I hope you and Sarah can make up, and hopefully you don't see Wendell ever again.
Or can you make up?
I'm not sure on my end if I want that type of friend in my life, but revenge is sweet.
You got revenge on
Yeah,
her.
he hung up. He hung up. He is doing damage control
poor
right now.
thing. Poor thing. He
Oh,
hung
man.
Yikes.
All right, Grace, good luck.
Let us know what happens. I'm curious if your former best friend's going to reach out to you and try and like become friends
Like
again.
apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll keep you posted. I bet she stays with him.
I feel bad for him, kind of.
Oh my gosh, Kevin.
was so nice.
I don't feel bad for him.
I don't.
All of his contacts. That's a little rough.
That's
I
harsh.
don't feel bad for him. Then don't be a bad guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, you don't feel bad. You did it.
All right, Grace, you have a great day.
You too.
Okay. My God. Why do you feel sorry for him, Kevin? I mean,
Kevin's a nice man.
he did bring it on himself. I mean, the guy was cheating on his girlfriend, so, I mean, oh well.
Yeah, that was just
I don't
messy.
know.
Messy.
She's a little cringe, though.
Well, if you want some more mess, we got mess coming up. Roland Ryan's Roses got a little update. Do you remember Daniel and Kendall? Kendall was just like completely cheating. She had
Yep.
no shame in her game whatsoever. So we're going to find out what's happening in Daniel's life coming up next on the Roland Ryan Show.
It's KRBE. Let's do it with more of the Roula and Ryan Show.
Action-packed this morning. If you're a Dan and Shay fan, coming up in 10 minutes, we're going to have your tickets. Eric, you want to describe that game that's coming up?
It's called Little Kid or Drunk Adult.
Oh, I love
We
that.
used to do this for years.
Yeah, so we'll bring that back in about 10 minutes. But right now, you know what time it is.
Now, time for a Roula and Ryan's Roses update.
We're gonna do this on the air.
104.1 KRBE.
Parental discretion definitely advised. We're going to give you a little refresher. So Daniel thought that Kendall maybe was cheating with her boss. She started this new job. She's jetting around all over the place and, not being able to be reached at night. And he's like, something's going on. When Roula went ahead and offered Kendall a staycation, a hotel package. Actually, it wasn't a staycation. It was a hotel package, I believe, to Cancun. Who did she want to take along? Not her boss, Steven.
I'll take Marek.
So is not a spouse, or is this a significant other? I'm just curious because I want to know what kind of room to put you in.
See, he's just a guy I recently started seeing. But honestly, this is great because Mark is actually a pilot, and he can fly us to Cancun for the trip.
Oh, wow. That is very convenient. So it doesn't matter for you that airfare is not included because your dude's a pilot. What does he fly for? Something commercial? You can get his pass, or how are you going to do that?
Oh, no, he doesn't actually work for an airline. He works for my company, and he flies the company's jet when we go on trips.
And here's one more detail you need to know before you get the email. The
You need to know her name is Roula. I'm Ryan. You're on 104.1 KRBE. You're on the Roula and Ryan Show. Eric is with us, and so is your husband. He's probably wondering why you're not taking him. Go ahead, Daniel.
Wow.
Are you seriously cheating on me with your boss's pilot?
I was going to tell you, and this could have been a conversation.
When were you going to tell me that you were sleeping with your boss's pilot? We've been together for 3 years. We were talking about starting a family.
I was going to tell you really soon.
What were you going to tell him? I mean, Kendall, were you going to say, hey, the marriage is over, I'm seeing somebody else? What's the deal? What were you going to tell him?
Yeah, but it was going to be a conversation and hopefully civil, and we can talk about it. But
Hopefully civil? There's nothing civil about this. You're cheating on me. And you were just waiting for the right time? That's absolutely ridiculous. That's a complete lie.
I mean, if you really want to do it over the radio, I don't want to, call you out. But, yeah, I mean, working at this job actually made me realize that I deserve better than you.
Oh, my
holy
gosh.
crap.
You are not saying that.
You deserve
to him,
something,
Kendall.
all right. It's not better than him.
Kendall.
But I am going to be with Mark.
Kendall, does Steven even know that you're actually having sex with his own private airline pilot?
Yeah, actually he does, and he's very supportive of it.
Oh, my God. This is
He's
so
very
weird.
supportive of it. He knows that you're married to me.
This is just really rude at this point.
Wow. Oh, wow.
That is rich.
You're so rude, Daniel.
This is so rude.
How long have you been having this affair? Poor guy. I mean, you're sleeping with him, and you're sleeping with him, too?
It's not that long, maybe 2 months.
So does Mark know that you're still sleeping with your husband?
Yes, Mark knows everything. And again, I was going to tell you, Daniel.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not
sure.
against
This is my fault. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're the one that's cheating on me, but how this is going down is absolutely my fault. It's not your fault because you're cheating on me with your boss's pilot.
Whatever. I'm over it, and now you know. Now you know, and we can move on with our life.
When were you keep saying I was going to tell you. When were you going to tell
what's your
him?
plan?
I was going to do it, actually, this next weekend. When
Yeah, right. Oh, my God,
sit
right.
down and talk about it like civil people, but now we found out on the radio, so there you go. Just shows what kind of person you are.
What kind of person he is?
Oh,
She's
my
turning it around. She's
God.
gonna make
You're
you
the
sound like a
bad
nut.
one.
It shows what kind of person you are. So let me get this straight, Kendall. You got this new job. It's real fancy with the private jet. You're flying all the time. You have fallen for the pilot, and you say you're leaving Daniel because he's not as good for, you're too good for him, or he's beneath you. But you are not with the boss who owns the company and the jet. You are with the man who flies the jet, who could move on from that job at any time.
Yeah, well, at least he's a pilot, and he can get me from here to out of the country a much better way than actually Daniel can.
Daniel, what you really need to do is go ahead and call Steven.
Well, you know what? Maybe I will give Steven a call. Maybe I'll figure out how to give Steven a call, and I'll tell him what's going on and ask if he knows. Because something tells me, you're saying that he knows, and, something tells me that he actually doesn't, and you're going to get in a world of trouble for this, and you might even lose your job. So let's play that game. Let's roll that dice.
Wow. Okay, you, Daniel. I'm done. I'm over all of this. Good luck with that. Good luck. Goodbye.
And at that point, she hung up the phone. So we're all itching to find out what happened with Daniel, and we've got him on the line right now, Eric. So here we go. Good morning, Daniel.
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Hey, good morning, Daniel.
Daniel, so the big question is, did you go to the boss, Steven? Because we didn't believe her. She's like, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Well, I hope you did it.
You lied already to me, so you could be lying to Steven. Did you confront Steven?
I tried to. I called Steven, and I was like, hey, I don't know if you know this, but my wife of 3 years is sleeping with your pilot, your private jet, and he didn't care. He was like, oh, well, I had to, at first when I told him, he was like, oh, okay, as if I told him that he just won $1,000 or something like that, even though he was talking to Kendall's husband, I guess not for long, though. And he was like, he didn't really care. He was like, oh, it's not really any of my business. Whatever, I guess you lost out, dude. Maybe you should buy a pilot's license or something like that.
He's mocking you, man.
He's adding insult to injury. Are you serious? He really said that to you.
Ugh.
Yeah. He did. But in the end, it turns out that his wife, Steven's wife, actually listens to your show and loves your guys' show.
And so, like, later that day, after I talked to Steven, she called me. And at first I was like, oh, my God, is she going to try to have an affair with me? But
oh, my God. Why would you think that? What's the rationale? My husband's a jerk, so I'll go ahead and sleep with you.
Oh, my God. This is crazy.
She called me and she said, hey, I listened to the Roula and Ryan show. I'm a huge fan. And I heard you were on the show. And so when I heard about what happened with you and with my husband's company, I called Steven and I demanded that he fire Kendall.
Whoa. And did he listen?
Yes, he did. He listened and he fired her.
Nice.
Awesome.
So now Kendall has been fired. So there's going to be no more lovey-dovey with Mark the pilot because she doesn't even work at the company anymore.
Has she reached out to you?
Yeah. She called me the day after Steven's wife called me. Kendall calls me and she is like, you can tell that she's like furious, but also that she's been crying all day and just like, I can't believe that you would do this. Why would you go behind my back like this?
Well, you blew up her world. She blew up yours.
Yes.
Turnabout's fair play.
So this happened on Thursday, then Friday how this happened? So Thursday you called Steven?
I called Steven on Thursday. Steven's wife called me on Friday, and then Kendall called me on Saturday.
So she's out of a job.
And technically she could live at the house?
Well, yeah. I mean, they're still married. She could.
That's true.
But is she staying with Mark?
She was saying, I don't even know what I'm going to do right now. I'm so mad at you right now. Like, she wasn't trying to come crawling back because, because she knows that I wouldn't take her back.
She's checked out anyhow, dude.
But if you're married, I mean, she can go back to the house.
But she hasn't been. I don't know where she's been. I don't know who else she's been hooking up with while hooking up with Mark, but she's not coming back here, and that's great because, frankly, I don't want to see her ever again.
Oh, I love that the boss's wife got involved.
I don't want that hussy working with my husband.
Well, she's probably thinking if she can do it with him, she could do it with anybody else.
True.
Yeah, no, I agree.
She's got to start all over.
You almost got a revenge in there with Roses.
It really was.
So, if she showed some kind of remorse, would you take her back, or are you done?
Oh, I'm so done.
All right, man, just be careful. She might be lonely one night, drinking, text you, or sext you.
And you're a little lonely, and maybe you haven't had some in a while.
Stay strong, man. Stay strong.
Don't do it.
I promise you I will. Oh, and if she's pregnant, I know it ain't mine, so that's nothing I got to worry about.
Baby's going to come out with aviators on. Like, hey!
He got a little set of wings on his diaper.
A maverick.
All right, man. Thanks for updating us, and good luck, buddy.
Stay strong, buddy.
Thanks. You too. Thanks, guys.
All right.
No problem, man.
You never want to go back to that well anyhow, especially after all that pain.
Many guys do it, and then somehow the woman gets pregnant.
I know. You got to think about those things.
Say they are pregnant.
Because how many of these people, you come out of a bad relationship and then somehow you go back to that? Well, they're not using protection because they were with them for all that time. And then, boom, you got a baby. Now you're tied together for life. Do you really want that? For life. I'm sorry. Everybody says, oh, you're tied together till you're 18. No, you're tied together for life. You're tied together for life.
Pretty much.
I mean,
you don't have to see that person.
Not on a day-to-day basis.
Once they're 18 and done with college, you don't have to see that person at weddings and stuff. But still, that kid's going to be with that parent, too.
But if you're co-parenting and you want that, I still talk to my ex-wife pretty much several times a week. Our daughter's grown now. She's 24 years old. She's living in Los Angeles. But we still will call each other and say, hey, have you heard from Faith this week? And
that's awesome.
Blah, blah, blah.
That's very mature of you guys.
Yeah. It wasn't always that way. I mean, you know what it was like the first couple of years of that divorce.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's amazing what you've done.
Yeah.
You give hope to people out there that are just fighting and hate their ex.
You got to figure you loved each other enough to create a child together. Put that stuff aside.
When I talk to my ex, I go, after 2 minutes, I'm like, oh, now I remember why.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
I'll talk to my son.
You're ridiculous.
Eric's like, I thank God I made that decision. True. All right, coming up next, Amar just stepped into the studio. You've got some audio here that we're going to play a game with here.
Yes, I don't know if you guys remember, I used to do Drunk or a Kid. One of Eric's friends sent me some of his Drunk or a Kids, and I'm excited for you guys to hear it. As always, it's a little bit gross, a little bit weird.
Yep. Because with us, a lot of times we just open up the phones, we play amongst ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
But this time, Since we don't know it, we're going to let 2 listeners.
So we need
play.
2 people right now. If you're a fan of Dan and Shay, they're coming to Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion, and that's August 31st of this year. So we need 2 callers right now. 713-390-KRBE. That's 713-390-5723. Were they drunk or a kid?
All you do is just guess. Do you think this person did this thing when they were a drunk adult or when they were a little kid? Not a drunk kid.
All right. You want those Dan and Shay tickets?
Or a little adult. I don't want to.
You don't want to say a drunk kid.
Yeah,
that's not what it
drunk
is.
Drunk adult.
Drunk or adult. It's coming up next on the Roula and Ryan Show. And alongside, that was like amazing at the Grammy performance.
That was the best of the night.
Oh, yeah, that was definitely the best moment for sure.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're still playing that.
I know. It just makes you feel good. All right, so Dan and Shay are coming to town. They're coming to the Woodlands Pavilion. It's going to be August 31st. We got a pair of tickets to see Dan and Shay at Cynthia Woods, and it's presented by Huntsman, August 31st. All right?
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at Sam trying to get in the chair.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you doing over there?
Up in the air.
It's like you look like you're in a high chair. Like you have like a little tray with a bib.
I like this.
You're so high up.
Sit crisscross applesauce.
You're
ready.
almost like hitting the ceiling.
I love it.
Look how tall I am.
You're as tall as Eric.
I'm like 6 foot on this high chair.
Wow.
All right, guys, so it's time for Drunk or a Kid. I'm glad this game is back. Eric's friend sent me some really funny and kind of gross ones.
Yeah, my buddy in Florida, he does a show in Florida, so you got to assume people in Florida.
You get some crazy people there.
Are really entertaining.
Yeah,
so,
there's a reason why Grand Theft Auto is there this time.
I told him.
I know.
I introduced him to Ahmad. I said, you guys talk, and if you get good stuff from your listeners, send them to him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear them, so I could play along to try and guess as well.
So you do not know the answers.
I had no idea.
This is going to be fun. All right.
Mm-hmm. And we have Caleb and Lindsay on the line. We're going to start off with Caleb.
Hey.
We're going to do 3 rounds.
Caleb, welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Hey, how are y'all doing this morning?
We're doing great. So you're going to have to figure out whether or not this person did this when they were drunk or when they
They'll
were
make
a
a
kid.
statement of what they did, and then we'll pause it, and you tell us. And then we'll play what the answer is. We're going to do 3 rounds. First person to 2 points
wins the game.
And now if you guys tie, we have a tiebreaker.
Yes.
Okay?
Are you ready, Caleb?
All right. Here's your first clue.
Here you go.
I ate a huge bowl of red Jell-O with my hands. Then I turned around and projectile vomited it right back into my mother's face.
Now, that could either be a kid or a drunk adult, Caleb. What do you think?
That way they ain't pulling dirt over there. Then we got to move this over there.
Caleb.
Caleb, you're okay.
Are you with us, buddy?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Did you hear the clue?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Do you think they were a drunk adult or a little kid?
Drunk adult.
Okay, let's see.
I was a drunk adult.
Oh.
Yeah, I was drinking at home with my uncle when he told me he'd give me $10 if I could eat this huge bowl of Jell-O in under a minute. My mom told me not to do it, but I did it anyway. I then turned to my mom and projectile vomited it all right back in her face.
Oh,
I felt so bad the next day, I gave the $10 to my mom.
Oh, my gosh. You a grown woman throwing up in your mama's face.
Is $10 worth thrown up over?
No.
No, I don't think so.
No, but you got a point, though.
All right. You're on the board, Caleb.
Lindsay, get some pressure now. You got to get this. Hi, Lindsay.
All right. Lindsay, welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show. All right, so we're going to play a little audio. You got to figure out whether or not this person was a little kid or if they're a drunk adult.
You ready, Lindsay?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
I had a 3-minute conversation with a mannequin thinking it was a real person.
Oh.
Now, that's really up in the air because I could see a kid doing that or a drunk adult. Lindsay, what do you think?
A drunk adult.
Really? Okay, let's see.
I was a very drunk adult during my spring break in Key West, and it was also my 21st birthday. We had all been on Duval all day, and then when we got back to our hotel, I really wanted to have some champagne brought to our room just to celebrate. So I put in my order and I asked how many bottles we could get and the price and all that. I then had a conversation about what brand to get. It was then that my friend came up to me and she was like, "Who are you talking to?" And that was when I realized that I gave my champagne order to a mannequin in a tacky Hawaiian shirt.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Florida's some weirdos.
I mean, I've been drunk in my life, but not to the point where I'm talking to a mannequin.
Well, have you ever been to Duval Street in Key West?
No.
It is festive.
Oh.
Easily turned up.
It's real fun.
It's like Florida, New Orleans.
Yeah.
Really?
But a lot cleaner.
And And
All right.
yes.
That sounds like something I need to
Yeah,
do.
dirtier in a way. A certain thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dirtier.
Clean but dirty.
It's a lot.
All right, we got a tie. Round
Caleb
2. Here we
could
go.
win this. It's first person to 2, right?
Well, I mean,
Well, you got to
get
give him
a
another chance.
Yeah.
You get a
Oh, okay,
chance.
okay.
All right, Caleb, you ready?
Yeah, I'm
You're
ready.
not taking a fast food order again, are you?
No, I'm sorry. I'm just at work.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right.
All right, here we go, Caleb.
I shot my older brother in the butt while hunting.
He shot his older brother in the butt while hunting. What do you think he was?
I'm going to say a kid.
I'm hoping because if you're
Yeah.
hunting,
Yeah, I wrote
You shouldn't
down
be drunk.
drinking.
You should not be
Right.
drinking and carrying a
Let's
firearm.
see.
I was a little kid. My parents got us our first BB gun, so we went hunting pigeons. When we got one, I went to go pick it up, couldn't get it. My older brother said that I was useless and what was the point of everything. So I was a little angry and I shot him in the butt with a BB gun.
Oh, so this wasn't an accident. He intentionally shot his brother in the butt with a BB gun.
At least it was a BB gun.
Right.
Yeah.
Not legit.
Still, those things hurt, man.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get lodged in there.
You got 2 points. All right.
So we're giving Lindsay a chance to catch up?
Yeah,
Yes.
Lindsay, you have to get this or the game is over. No
Here we
pressure. No pressure, Lindsay. Here we go.
All
Here's your
right,
clue.
Lindsay, here we go.
I pooped in a long line at Disney.
She pooped in a long line at Disney.
We've all been there.
Ew.
Not me.
I think so.
For the record, I've never done
Yeah,
that.
no.
No.
I was hoping somebody would agree.
Lindsay, what do you think, drunk or a kid?
I'm going to say drunk adult.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, I agree.
I was only 7 years old,
No.
and Expedition Everest had just opened at Animal Kingdom. And I had to poop really bad, but my mom wouldn't get out of line to take me since we'd already been in line for a really long time.
Yeah.
So she just had me poop on the ground. She did clean it up with my brother's shirt and then threw it away. We still have the photo of my shirtless brother on the ride and laugh about it. And I heard your conversation the other day about people pooping in line at Disney, and I had to send this in.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
We're not getting out of this line. We've been in for 2 hours. You poop on the ground.
That would suck.
That is
Timmy, give me your
disturbing.
t-shirt.
I mean, Caleb, you got it. You got the-
Caleb, congratulations.
Let's go.
Yeah,
All
fun
right,
again,
buddy.
shit, man.
You're going to go see Dan and Shay, Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion, presented by Huntsman. That's going to be August 31st.
All right, hold on. We got to play another one.
Sounds good.
Hold on, buddy.
Thanks,
We got
Caleb.
your
Yeah, we
info.
can play along.
We're going to play along real quick.
Okay, it's
Caleb,
on
you
hold.
sound like a Dan and Shay fan.
Here we go.
What does that
mean?
mean?
What does that mean? You're profiling?
I am, and I'm allowed to.
not?
It's
What?
still Black History Month, so I can do whatever I want.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways,
Oh my gosh.
okay.
All right.
So here's this next one.
I was being carried home and I woke up in a pond.
Oh, that's got to be
Woke
drunk.
up in a pond.
That's got to be drunk.
I would
You
hope.
think drunk?
Yeah, I'm saying
'cause-
drunk.
And a child?
You're not going to
Waking
leave
up
a
in
kid
the
in the
pond?
pond.
Yeah, drowning
I
possibility.
don't know. Let's see.
When I was a little kid, I fell asleep in the car on the way home, and it was during a snowstorm. My dad got me out of the car and was carrying me up the icy driveway, and he slipped and fell. Now, I landed on top of him, and I rode him like a sled all the way down the driveway. We hit a bump just past the driveway, and I rolled and rolled and rolled until I hit the koi pond next to our driveway.
Oh.
I mean, my dad fished me out pretty quick, and he ran me into the house, but it was such a blur that the next morning I just thought it was all a dream until they told me it was true.
You ever did that? Where
Koi pond?
You
That's
fall
just-
asleep, though, you forget what you... It's like amnesia. You forget stuff like that. I did that last night, even if you're not drunk. You just...
Yeah.
You do things.
Oh, you...
That's
Yeah,
how
koi
I-
ponds are weird.
Yeah.
Koi
It's just
ponds,
like a little,
never
little,
got them.
little
And
fish thing.
They could freeze and the koi still stay alive, the koi fish.
Yeah.
That's
Really?
so weird.
Like, do they freeze? Like, are they stuck in one
Like,
place?
they look like they're stuck in the pond.
But
It's
they're still
weird.
alive. They
That's
hibernate.
creepy.
They're hibernating?
Yeah, they
That's
hibernate.
creepy.
Whoa. Wait, I mean, so
never-
you're talking like the whole pond freezes like a block of ice.
Uh-huh.
And they're
then
still
the koi
alive.
fish are
Don't
just
you remember when we
underneath.
had that freeze and there was alligators? Their little snouts kind of stick up in the frozen water because they still are breathing. They're just in hibernation.
But they're like cold-blooded. I mean,
Yeah, but aren't...
Are they cold-blooded? Well, if they're in the water.
yeah, see, I did see that 2 weeks ago. They put the nostril out
the
through
nostrils that go up.
Too much science.
I never
for
had a koi
7
pond
o'clock.
before. I thought it was something rich
No,
people
me
say.
neither.
You never had a koi pond? Richie McRich?
time for the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
All right, here we are. Rodeo's upon us. Country stars Lainey Wilson and Jelly Roll are the only performers who have sold out already. So you can still get your tickets at face value for the rest of the 2024 lineup. I'm looking at some of the sales. Lainey and Jelly Roll have sold 71,000 seats at NRG. So far, 50 Cent and Jonas Brothers have sold over 69,000. So those tickets will probably be sold out pretty soon. Seats start at $25, go all the way up to $400 for shoot seats. And Go Texan Day is this Friday. Yeah, this weekend is the cook-off, by the way.
Yeah, I saw them when I drove by.
Yeah, it's all
NRG.
set up.
They're getting all set up. It's all ready to go.
Somebody invite me. Every year I want to go. I can never get in that
Do you
thing.
want a mod in your tent?
Yes. Why you said it like that? Why you said it like that?
That's weird. Do you really want a mod in your
He
tent?
is going to drink you dry.
Yeah, and
get some good audio.
Yeah, exactly. And eat all your barbecue.
Yeah.
Do you want him in your tent?
Do you want?
Like,
do you have
dang.
enough alcohol in your tent to keep this man afloat?
Maybe not. Probably
Text us
not.
right now if you do.
Yeah.
Text us. Yeah, he was with his. He was dry for 24 hours.
Oh
Yeah, I had to go home to my grandmother's 72nd birthday party, and she did not want no drinking or smoking. That was her one rule.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how funny.
We were in the church. We played Bible games. It was
you
really
did?
fun.
What'd you learn?
There were 10 people that Jesus cured, and only one went back to thank Jesus.
That's pretty cool. That
Yeah.
How old is she?
9 ungrateful people.
72. Yeah, 9 ungrateful people.
72 years
enough with-
old.
Come on, let's move on. Please.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
Happy
right.
birthday, Granny. I love you.
Coming up next, you're going to find out what the rodeo sounder of the day is and what that's all about and how you can score rodeo tickets because of it. Next on 104.1 KRBE.